I'm Rebecca Brand, and today we're gonna make a remake of my Kentucky Fried Chicken recipe. This recipe went viral on YouTube, which is awesome, but apparently, according to my viewers, I didn't do everything exactly right. All those comments led to this revision. I went to Kentucky Fried Chicken and did some reconnaissance as well. And Wikipedia has a recipe that seemed right, and I went with it, with those 11 secret spices. But somehow, it just didn't taste right. At the time, I thought it did. But with careful scrutiny and the help of my friends, and the help of everybody watching that video, I found out what wasn't working and to get the taste exactly like the Kentucky Fried Chicken recipe, which we all know today. I even went on the website and I checked out Kentucky Fried Chicken with the allergens. Somebody said you can't have mustard in it because if you did, it would be on the list of mustard and it wouldn't allow. I don't know. That threw me for a loop. And a lot of people said, there ain't no buttermilk in that, Rebecca. But I'm sorry, there is buttermilk in the original recipe. It's the extra crispy that has no milk. The original recipe has buttermilk. Just saying. So this is how the recipe goes. You need 1 cup of buttermilk and you put that in a container and you pre-soak your chicken in that. Today I'm doing 4 pieces because I'm gonna prove my point and mix them around, coat them, and let them sit in there for at least 1 hour or overnight in your fridge. And so I cheated. I did these last night for today's video. So let's make our spice mix. I mean, don't we all want to know that recipe? And I'm going to have it at the end of this video so you can jot it down and take a screenshot. So in a pie plate or whatever you got, put in 2 cups of flour because this is the base. I had a whole lot of people complain about the salt factor in this recipe. Frankly, I like salt. But upon closer inspection and nibbling that chicken like a little mousie and tasting it against the recipe I made, I realized my viewers were right. It's only 1/2 tablespoon of salt. The herbs were right. 1/2 tablespoon thyme, 1/2 tablespoon basil, dried, 1/3 tablespoon oregano. Well, I got that right. 1 tablespoon celery salt, and this is my very favorite kind of salt on the planet. I like it on everything. 1 tablespoon black pepper. That's what I had in the last recipe. 1 tablespoon dry mustard, that is the tang. And you know it's got a lot of that paprika. That gives it that pinkish color. That's 4 tablespoons. But this is where it went wrong. It's only 1 tablespoon of garlic salt. That's it. If you do 2 like I did, it's gonna be way too salty. And have you noticed the ground ginger? I believe that truly is in that recipe because that's what I tasted in there. Really, ginger in chicken? Yes. So viewers to Rebecca, it was way too peppery. I had put 3 tablespoons of white pepper in it, but there's not. There's only 1 tablespoon of white pepper. Here's your black and here's your white. White is much finer. It's really great in recipes. It's less bitter than the black as well. So these quantities of these spices is what I believe is the true Kentucky Fried Chicken secret 11 spices recipe. The other one was just plain wrong. And thank you for my viewers that pointed that out because Wikipedia is really not a reliable source, apparently. So add those spices right into the flour. All of it. Till it's all in there. And toss those spices in like a salad. You gotta mix it well because you wouldn't want to get a whole mouthful of that pepper. Zen Chef makes the largest air fryer on the market. It's 5.8 quarts, so you could do an entire chicken with this. I'm gonna do 4 pieces today, but you could save half of this for another time, another day. And therefore you're set to go. It's time to dip our chicken. The Wikipedia recipe told me to dip it 14 times. Thank goodness, a viewer said they worked there and it was not dipped 14 times, it was dipped once. What would I do without my viewers correcting my recipes? I appreciate that. And really, 14 times, that's just gonna give you really bad club fingers. I'm not into that. This one was dipped about 7 times. He's going over here. I think the main point is just to dip it, make sure it's got a whole lot of that stuff on it, because you want the breading. The breading is the flavor and it's the crunch. We are all going for the crunch here today. Do a little shake off on deck and keep going. Last piece, and look at all this we have left for next time. Clean up on aisle 9. Time to cook. So turn on your air fryer and raise the temperature to 400 degrees. And you preheat it for 3 minutes. Start. I want it hot inside because you want the extra crisp on the KFC. Zen Chef is the largest capacity air fryer on the market with an extra large 5.8 quart basket. You could even put a whole chicken into the basket. It'll cook food for a family up to 7 people. It looks great on a kitchen countertop. It doesn't take much space at all. The design is it goes up vertically, not wide. And after 3 minutes, it goes off It's ready. And open her up. And in goes that chicken. 1, 2, 3, 4. And standing your pieces up, making sure they don't touch each other, it's what's going to give you extra crunch. So close her up down. It's awesome because there's all these different settings on the ZenChef air fryer. So for this recipe, back up to 400 it goes. And the time I'm going to take to 14 minutes. So start her up. And if you store half of that mix in a bag for another time, can you imagine this? You can have a dinner done in 14 minutes. I might skip the buttermilk in a hurry. The Colonel decided that normal frying in a frying pan back in 1930 when he was making chicken at a gas station would take 30 minutes a batch. So he thought he'd put it in a pressure cooker and do it in 10. Well, with a new technology with an air fryer, you don't need any oil and only 14 minutes because it's a rapid air circulation. It's fast and healthy and you're making fried food, or at least it tastes fried. Oh, and if you're into tech, it has 1800 watts, which is a much higher power than anything on the market. And that means you can have a higher capacity for your food inside, so you can fit a whole dinner in here. You might want some chicken and some fries, and maybe some vegetables for your family. I think it's amazing to have such a large capacity fryer that you wouldn't need a stovetop or an oven to feed your entire family. You could make this quickly without heating up your own kitchen and super efficiently for the amount of utilities you'd require to make that dinner. And I enjoy the recipe book. It's got everything in there, including a cool grilled cheese and donuts. Really? That's fun. But halfway through, it's time to flip while it's running. And that's what it looks like. It already looks fantastic. Wow. So close her up. And ZenChef's air fryer knows exactly where you left off. And you don't always have to flip. If I had fries, I would have opened it up and given it a shake. For larger batches, increase the time 2 minutes per piece of chicken. ZenChef, it will keep your food warm for you. I want to eat it now, so there's also a rapid cool. This feature lets you cool down your food fast so you can eat it right away. Great for little kids. So turn her off, and wow, look at your chicken. Can you hear the sizzle? That's amazing. Listen to the crunch. Oh yeah. That's beautiful. And it's crunchy. It is not soggy. All of them are beautiful. And personally, I enjoy the extra crispies. So to wash it, it's so easy. You flip up the top, press a button, and the basket comes right out. And you can throw it in the dishwasher for easy cleaning or wash it quickly. That's what comes off your chicken, so you don't have to eat that. It came out of the chicken. It didn't stay in as if you deep fried it. Oh, time to cut it. Poke through the skin, and I'm giving it the blade. How's that for perfectly cooked? But Rebecca, how does it taste? Well, we gotta check if it's finger looking good. So I'm taking the bite. Oh. That is so crunchy. That's amazing. And that recipe, I think, nailed it. So try it and get back to me. I think I corrected all those errors with all your help. Click the link and get your ZenChef air fryer. They're awesome. I'm Rebecca Brand. Subscribe to my channel, ring my bell, and get notified of my latest video release. And let's keep making great recipes in the kitchen. Like a KFC original recipe that really nails the 11 secret spices. I have to take a break. It's time for lunch. Wow. If you like this video, check out these others. They're really awesome. And that other recipe I did with KFC is right there too.